All right, guys. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm going to check something out here real quick. It wasn't this bad earlier. I knew some storms were going to be coming through, but I didn't know it was going to be this bad. It was barely making it up over that grass earlier. Now it's going all the way to the steps. Let me see here. Yeah, we're getting some wraparound. We're getting some wraparound now, guys. All right, let me show you because it was like right here earlier, right through here, barely making it but into the grass. But now, Lord, it's making it all the way up under the steps. You got some storm surge coming in now. That's pretty good. But here's what's happening, guys. Let me switch screens here. Let me show you the radar. Um, hang on just a second here. Hang on just a second, guys. Let me pull the radar up here to show you what's happening. All right, so what we got here is, here's Myrtle Beach, and you're going to have all this come wrap around. And let me put it into motion so you can see it here. You're going to have all this wrap around, and from Charleston all the way up to Myrtle Beach, it's probably going to get a second round of crap, if you will. See it here? So they're getting it. They just got this here. I'm getting it right now. And then this is going to wrap around and head up this way. Here's your time right here. So you can see it starting to about 310. Radar goes up to 320. So between now, I'd say in 330, Myrtle Beach is going to get hammered everywhere. Well, this right in here is real bad. That's Charleston, I believe. Let's zoom in here and see. Yeah, it's Charleston. So they've got the brunt of it. You can see a little circular motion right here. So this is probably the eye wall, the eye of the hurricane. All this right in here. So, but this is going to wrap around and slam back into Myrtle Beach, from Georgetown to Myrtle Beach, and they're going to get a lot more storm surge. So, then again, we need to pray for was it Fort Myers? Pray for Fort Myers. Everybody affected by this. All this is moving to the west. It's going to be hitting western North Carolina with all the rain and the mountains. I mean, western North Carolina this summer, or I think it was probably this past spring, they got hit with a real bad flood. Last year, it might have been last fall. They just, and they're probably still rebuilding in some of the communities up there in western North Carolina. So they're going to get a lot of rain from this again. But let's jump back to the beach and let's go back to the beach and take a look at it because it's getting pretty gnarly. Let me see. That's not what I want. Hang on, guys. There we go. Man, look at that. Yeah, get out there in a jet ski, man. If you were standing on top of that right there, look at that steps right there. That is some storm. That's some storm surge right there, because it was out to here an hour ago. If y'all were watching my live stream earlier, it was out to here like an hour ago, barely making it to these whatever. I think it's a fence along through there. Man, it's coming all the way up under these steps now. Pretty gnarly. I mean, this path right here was barely getting water on it, and now look at that. Look at that. It's coming all the way up under there. I mean, there's probably a resort right behind it. It's probably coming up into their pools. There's probably some ocean water coming up into some of these pools back here or whatever. But it was, I mean, this is just within an hour, guys. I mean, it wasn't, if you was with my last live, it wasn't this bad. Just, it deteriorated bad within an hour. Here, look this, what I do? What did I do? Hang on, guys. There we go. Look at that pier out there. I mean, look at that. That trail right there. That's some storm surge right there. And the eye of this thing is south of Myrtle Beach. It's you're talking, the eye of this is like maybe 20 miles south of this location right here. And this, look at the kind of stuff. Imagine what Charleston's getting right now. They're going to be working on the beaches for a while. Crown Reef has several outdoor pools. Yeah. I don't know how high this is going to go, but this has come up like these waves are coming up probably a good 15, 25 feet from where they were an hour ago. Yeah, pray for people, because a lot of, pray for the people that don't have flood coverage. I don't know if any real estate insurance covers floods or not, but flood damage. But, I would hate to be an insurance adjuster right now, and I would hate to be someone. Oh, Mom to Five Kings. High tide was at 12:51. The tide should actually be going down right now. I went to Google and typed in high tide for Myrtle Beach, and high tide was actually 12:51 1 hour ago. So the tide actually should be going out right now. That's the crazy thing, and it's getting worse. That's why I quit streaming, because I figured it would just, it would go back out and you'd start seeing more beach. But this is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Yeah. High tide was 12:51 according to Google for Myrtle Beach. So, yeah, for it to be coming up like that as the tide should be going back out, that's crazy. That just shows you the power of it. And like I said, if you can see my cursor on here, right there is where it was, right where it's at right now is where it was at an hour ago. Where you see the water line right here right now, that's where it was an hour ago. And now it's coming all the way up past these steps. Watch it. That's crazy. And that's because all these storms are just wrapping around that eye of the hurricane. Look at all this out here, guys. Look at all that. Man, I bet that pier out there is taking a beating. I looked at a pier at Fort Myers before the hurricane hit the other day, and of course that camera wasn't working yesterday. It was, there's no power going to it now, but someone got a picture of the pier, and there was nothing left of that pier except for the concrete footers. All that wood along through there was gone. It was just gone. Sassy Tech says, "Oh no, I'm supposed to come there Saturday, Sunday." Well, hey, at least you'll be able to find some. You'll probably be able to find a lot of shark's teeth. I've always wanted to go to the beach after a good storm like this, just like do some treasure hunting and stuff like that. Because they say you can find a lot of cool stuff washed up on the beach after a good surge like this. But I'd say late this afternoon, I'd say things will start getting better for Myrtle Beach, but it'll start getting worse for us up here in East Tennessee and Western North Carolina. So we'll see what happens. Man, that's just crazy because it wasn't even like that an hour ago. All right, hang on, guys. All right, guys. I'm getting pals. Get me a hot dog. Man, it don't look too bad. Well, let's see. Tide's going down. Yeah, we had Myrtle Beach had a high tide apparently at 12:51, guys. So let's see. Some of these waves, it kind of looks like it might be. I don't know. It's pretty gnarly still, but I'd say for the next hour, you may see some of this coming up through here a little bit more because an hour ago it wasn't this bad. It was barely making it to where it is right there right now. Wow, look at that. You see it right there at the pier? It's almost coming to the top of that pier. Let's see here. Yeah, you see where my cursor is right there? Look there. It's almost, if you were standing on that pier, wow, it'd be at your feet. Them waves out there. That's pretty gnarly. Can't even see the pier right here. Oh, no, you can't. Oh, that's because of water on the lens. But man, out there at the tip of that pier, it looks like it's almost coming up to the bottom. Look at there. Yeah. If you was barefooted out there on that pier, you'd be getting some ocean water on your feet. So I wonder, here's what I'm wondering, guys. That little, this little walkway right here, I wonder if they've got the beach area shut down because I don't see nobody on these uh, steps going to the beachfront right there. I don't know, me being an adrenaline junkie in one of these hotels, I'd be going down to these steps right here. Wonder if they're keeping everybody from. They might have everything blocked off down there. This is some pretty gnarly stuff, guys. Golly. So here you got some more. I think you're getting a wraparound right now. And a lot of this is just wind driving this ocean right up into the bank and everything. Look at that. It's going right up under them steps. That was a pretty good surge right there. So it looks like it's going down. When it goes down about 20 feet. And then it just comes surging right back in. Shoot, I'd like to get me a metal detector after it's all over and go down there the next day or two and do some treasure hunting or just walk the beach. That'd be kind of cool. Amy M. When is landfall? Well, it's landing right now. The eye of the hurricane is actually going over Myrtle or not Myrtle Beach, Charleston, which is just south of Myrtle Beach. From Charleston up to Myrtle Beach is going to get most of the bad wind and some of the bad storms. FBI Black SUV says, "Take us with you." Stay out of the floodwaters if you have uh, open wounds and sores. Yeah, Amy M. Yeah, you don't want that flesh-eating bacteria. Let me go look at the radar again, guys. Let me switch over to the radar again. Now here's the radar. Let me refresh it here. Someone was asking about when's it. Amy M asked when it was making landfall. So it's making landfall right now in Charleston. See, right here's the eye of the hurricane. See, here's Charleston. So actually, it's just north of Charleston, but all this right here is going to be Charleston's getting hammered right now, and all this is wrapping around and heading up toward Myrtle Beach. Let me put it into motion here for you. Let me see. Yeah, right here. So, what time is that? 3:35. Right here's a good. Let me see if I can zoom in. Got a good line of storms coming into Myrtle Beach right here at about 3 o'clock. And so guys, they've still got like another hour or so of bad weather. But all this is going to wrap around and slam into Myrtle Beach. That eye is just sitting there hovering between Charleston and Myrtle Beach. Y'all see that? Right there. Give you a good perspective of what's going on. And your high winds. See, right, let's see. So basically the winds are wrapping around. So Charleston may not be dealing with much storm surge right now because it's pulling everything out. The wind is, but you got all the wind coming in from the ocean going into Myrtle Beach. So Myrtle Beach, where's Georgetown? There it is, Georgetown. So yeah, Georgetown up to Myrtle Beach, Wilmington. They'll probably be getting a little bit, but mostly Myrtle Beach, man. Myrtle Beach is going to be getting hammered with some storm surge and stuff. Probably within the next, I'd say, hopefully within the next 2 hours, it'll start calming. After the next 2 hours, it'll start calming down from Myrtle Beach. But look at all that, man. A lot of rain, a lot of rain. Conway. Let me see if I can zoom out here and let's see. All the way up through here. They were probably tornado warnings all the way up through there, up to Greenville, Jacksonville, Kitty Hawk. It looked like some of the bands are just now getting into East Tennessee, Asheville. So we're starting to get some of the bands from Hurricane Ian on the western mountains of North Carolina. But man. All right, let's jump back to the beach, guys. That'll give you an idea of what to expect there as far as the radar goes. So yeah, Myrtle Beach ain't out of the woods yet. They're gonna be getting hammered for the next 2 hours. Yeah, so it's still coming up to them stairs. That's gnarly, guy. That is just gnarly. I don't know, guys. If I was there right now, I'd be down there on them stairs. I'm sorry, but if they would let me, I'd be down there on them stairs getting me some video footage. That is just gnarly, guys. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna jump off here. I just wanted to, between my last live and this live, show you. And if you hadn't got a chance, go look at my last live. It was about an hour and a half ago, and compare it to this. You'll be amazed at how far that water's come in. So pray for everybody dealing with the effects of this hurricane, and I'll see you guys on the next video. And thanks for tuning in with me.